It's Flashdance meets The Exorcist, meets the Shaw Brothers, and manages to resemble none of them. This is Ninja 3, the Domination on Stinker Madness.
Stinker Madness. Stinker Madness. Stinker Madness. We got the Stinker Madness.
Hello and welcome to Stinker Madness. I'm your host, Justin. With me are Sam and Jackie, as always, here, now, today, in this location. Time and space, dimension,
present,
universe.
Endless time.
What's that?
time after time.
Is that Hawkwind again?
No, that was Ross off Friends when he did his keyboard music.
We were just talking about Ross with his keyboard last week at the Glitter episode. That's amazing.
Yeah.
He just comes back around.
Probably
Ross
because
lives here.
It was really the funniest joke that show ever had.
Yeah, probably.
Electrify, endless time. That was as good as Friends ever did.
True. How are you guys? Everything good?
I'm good.
Yeah, good week since Glitter.
Well, since seeing Glitter, I really have rethought my life and, decided not to chase everything that sparkles.
Yeah.
I decided that Mariah Carey wasn't hot.
Yeah, it's true.
Like,
how did that change life at all for you?
well, not really.
Okay.
Because it wasn't like she was high up there.
Yeah.
But I realized that I have seen about 5 glamour shots of Mariah Carey since I was a teenager, and I was like, man, she really, aged like wine. And then you see that, and you're like, no.
Yeah. So the skies didn't open up and the birds didn't come fly on your shoulders and sing, and suddenly the world is a different world?
No.
Okay. All right. Good. I'm glad that didn't happen to you, because then I'd be pissed and jealous.
Oh. Yeah.
I've always wanted that to happen, and it never fucking does. This is a podcast about bad movies by bad movie lovers for bad movie lovers, so I hope you are a bad movie lover, because otherwise you're in the wrong place.
I love you, bad movies. I love you so much. I just want to touch your DVD case.
Yeah, so sexy.
I just want to touch the crack.
All CD cases are Antonio Banderas.
Yes.
They're just too sexy. So, Ninja 3 was the movie we watched last week from, actually, I guess yesterday. We're doing this a weird way. We usually record immediately after, but we were just too pooped last night, so we're doing it today.
Go football season.
Yeah, well, great.
Kicking ass on my fantasy team.
Good job.
I'm just trying to update my fans, just in case they're wondering how I'm doing fantasy-wise. I am beating the unicorn's ass.
Huh.
Okay, great.
I don't even know if you got football in there enough to preface that.
Yeah.
It just sounded like Dungeons and Dragons.
So I'm going to get new fans, then, is what you're saying.
How's your battle against the Demogorgon go?
I need to figure out how to mix that up and get touchdowns and dragons.
Oh, that'd be cool. How about Ninja 3? We talk about that, you buttholes. Cannon Group film. It's like our 70th.
Second Furstenberg ninja movie.
Yeah. Well, he's got another one coming right around the corner, because I think I'm going to get pretty hot and heavy about American Ninja 2.
Yeah.
So, busy guy. Sho Kosugi's third ninja film in a row for canon it gets called Ninja 3, but even though it's not the sequel to any of the other two.
And the first two are basically the same movie.
Kind of.
They're really close. It's the same story, only with a kid added.
Okay, so
the
story
first one, they kill his wife and he moves to America and as an industrialist.
Okay.
And then he has to fight the ninjas. The second one, they do the same thing, only he has a kid.
That's every Shaw Brothers movie ever.
Not at all.
They kill the woman or brother.
And then they move to America and become industrialists?
Always revenge movies. They're always revenge movies, Sam.
But these ones are really specifically the same. Like, it's like he has the same business. He has the same wardrobe in both of them. Yeah, yet they are not related other than they have him in it and the word ninja.
This one, though, has none of those characteristics.
Have an airplane ride.
He does.
So he
comes to America from Japan.
The second thing in common besides, or the third thing.
So what you're saying is that they should have called it Japanese Man Flies to America 3.
Sho Kosugi again.
On a plane.
Vagina eye patch.
It is a vagina eye. It's like a coaster.
I
don't even know if it's a coaster. It's big enough to be a fucking wagon wheel.
You just bark words. You just bark words.
You know what else I want to bark right now? Because the beginning of this movie started out hot for me because it had very racial profiling typograph for everybody's name. And I thought, what the fuck, dude? Nobody else noticed that?
No.
I didn't notice that.
I notice it, but that's you. When it comes to, you're going to have a hard time because when it comes to martial arts and kung fu movies and imports from Hong Kong and Japan, you're at a deficit when it comes to talking. That's how all of them are, Jackie. That was the least stupid thing in this film, or racist. Now, I will admit that nobody involved in this film other than Sho Kosugi has any business saying anything about Asian culture because they don't have any friggin' clue.
No, they don't.
But yeah, how do you have a ninja movie without some sort of Asian culturally referenced stuff in it?
You could have Tom Cruise.
You could have Tom Cruise. That's true.
He's the Last Samurai.
Yeah, that's not a ninja movie.
But I believe him.
That he's the last samurai.
The ninja guy. Just have Ninja Guy 5 starring Tom Cruise.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, oh, I like it. It's got Tom Cruise. He's obviously an Asian ninja.
That went left field.
Well, he's a liar.
Yeah. Okay. So I have no problem with the opening credits.
It made me laugh my ass off. I thought it was really funny.
I think if that's what you're laughing your ass off in this film, then you missed some stuff.
I just think that, for ninja movies, because everybody knows that I'm not a huge fan of ninja movies.
But you've seen a few.
I've seen a few, and, most of them I just don't like. And they start off, and I'm like, oh, fuck, it's going to be one of these.
I bet you couldn't even name one that you don't like.
That one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
With the karate in it.
Oh.
That's how much I hate it. I can't even remember its name.
Yeah.
I had to purge it from my memory.
Now, are you lumping all martial arts movies into this? I don't like them. Or is it just ninja movies specifically?
Just mostly ninja movies.
So you only saw this one in American Ninja.
And
in
Ninja 1 and Ninja 2.
And the remakes with Scott Adkins. And you liked all of those movies.
She liked all of those movies.
No, I'm talking about the more modern ones that have ninjas, like G.I. Joe.
That's
ninjas
not
in
a
it.
fucking ninja movie. Are
terrible.
you fucking kidding me?
That's
not a ninja movie.
Those ninjas were not
That's a children's toy line. That's not a ninja movie. That's a fucking plastic doll movie.
She's right. Those ninjas were not believable.
No, of
they
course
were
not.
believable. It's like they just gave any Joe Schmo off the street a ninja outfit with the red headband. And we're like, Cobra. And they're like, okay, yeah, just say that and then run at people.
When you say, I don't like ninja movies because of G.I. Joe, that's like saying, I don't like pizza because of communism.
They have communist pizza?
No, none of
they
it makes
do?
any fucking sense what she just said.
Well, there is ninjas in G.I. Joe.
Yeah,
They're not
screw
ninjas!
You, dude.
They're not believable ninjas, but they are ninjas.
Yeah, up yours.
Storm Shadow is a ninja.
I am banning.
Yeah.
No.
Snake Eyes is a
Vito,
ninja.
Yep.
You cannot
Ninja.
use that. Hey, guess who does the editing? So I can just wipe everything that you say about ninjas out. You can be like, I fucking hate, and I'll just edit in evil people, and then it'll sound like you'll have like one of those robot voices, like, oh, and then this stupid Mexican comes in and he throws these Mexican stars at the guy. I can do that. I have that power.
I hope you leave this all in so that the listeners know that you're just trying to sabotage my fan club.
And by sabotage, you mean Mexican. That's how it's going to come out.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing I can do. Synth.
All of my Mexicans will Mexican my Mexican.
Yeah, I think that your judgment should be more towards the Ninja 3 when it comes to ninja movies. Because there is an actual ninja in it. There's two ninjas.
Yeah, are
there's
they
a
ninjas?
wannabe ninjas.
Okay. All right. Well, this
One of them looks like an industrialist.
well, we're not using the word shinobi for the sakes of this,
Sure,
this
okay.
podcast. They are stupid, silly ninjas
Yes.
that have magic. They have all of your cliche ninja weapons,
Including a floating katana.
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 Yeah, one of those.
I'm not real good at the ninja lingo. You guys are
Hey,
probably
that
going
was
to have
good.
to
That
help
was
me.
decent. The shurikens. He's got shurikens. He's got
What are those?
throwing stars.
Okay.
The thumbtacks. I don't really know. Caltrips. That's what you lay on the side of the road when you want to spike somebody's tires. Caltrips.
Yeah.
But
Or
they're-
you
so
throw
they're-
it at somebody's face.
Yeah, they're like jacks. Like you throw some jacks at somebody's face, and then they stick in their head, and I guess they die from it.
I think it
Maybe
was
they're
just
poison.
Yeah.
it was a last resort at the point that he did that.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to use them for their intended purpose, but he was getting shot too many times.
Blow darts. Lots of blow darts.
Lots of blow darts.
Again, magic. Lots of magic. I like the ninja magic. I'm always a fan of ninja magic, and the ability to climb up things very rapidly. That you shouldn't be able to climb up things rapidly, but we're going to talk a little bit more about that a little later on. But
Or just jump up on things.
yeah, jump
really
straight
high.
up, boing, and then you're up there. However, that's about where the end of the cliches for ninja movies stop. Then you cram in a bunch of 80s pop art and, again, flash dance.
Furstenberg was
theme.
doing Electric Boogaloo or Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo at virtually the same time as this.
Yeah.
So he may have just gotten confused.
Well, I don't really see it having anything to do with Electric Boogaloo.
She was doing a lot of dancing.
She was doing aerobics. Now,
that's
she
true.
is doing aerobics and aerobics instructing, which is dancing, essentially, cardio dancing. But she is a tough woman. You know, she's doing
She's a lineman.
She's got a typical man's job. She's a
Lineman.
lineman or
Yeah.
a utility worker. Well, sometimes
Telephone guy.
She goes into the sewer sometimes.
That's
so God
true.
knows
So
what the
she's
fuck she
like
does.
even more than a lineman.
Maybe she just works for city utility.
Apparently, it was like it said telephone on the van, and it was her personal van. So I think
Yeah.
that's what she does is the phone.
Yeah. Okay. So she's a phone lady. She's not a secretary. Let's just
She's
put
a-
it that way.
She's a tech.
Mm-hmm.
She's out there on the highway
Yeah.
making sure your phones work,
Right. Climbing poles. Yeah.
Cl-
And
spotting ninjas.
spot ninjas. And then so many lasers.
There's a lot of. there's a lot of lasers.
There's a lot of lasers and glowing things.
These ones aren't dangerous lasers.
They're not dangerous. Well, to a
I
degree.
guess they are.
They're magic lasers.
They seem very friendly, but they're actually quite nefarious. These lasers.
We're talking about the ones that come out of the machine.
We're talking about any
Any
laser.
of the lasers. Some of them come out of her fucking sink.
Some of them come out
Oh,
of her
that's
fucking
true.
eyes.
I was surprised because I was like, they really missed an opportunity to have some lasers coming out of that fridge. That Furstenberg forgot one of the things that no lasers ever came out of the fridge.
Everything glows. So much smoke and mirrors and just as like 80s light show as you could possibly get inside of a ninja movie.
I personally like the flying blue guy because he was
Oh, yeah,
kind of
the
made out of
flying
lasers
blue
too,
guy,
right?
yeah.
Like he was all electric boogaloo type of thing.
The ghost.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
the ghost.
I know it's not Electric Boogaloo. That's a breakdancing movie.
But it could have been in the Boogaloo movie. It was that kind of
There's
electric.
spooky ghosts in there. Speaking of spooky ghosts,
What about the
then you
ghost of
layer
dance moves?
ghost dance moves.
Yeah, the ghost of dance moves past.
Hmm.
I've
Yeah.
never seen that movie. I thought it was a lot like the Christmas Carol, only with dancing.
It's just about breakdancing. That's what I know.
Oh.
Then you layer that on top with some nice demon possession. So things start to get pretty weird pretty fast.
Pretty weird, pretty fast. I actually think they are on the weird side from the onset
From
because,
the onset.
as Jackie was saying, like she's paying attention to the credit, the typography, and the different fonts they're using. I couldn't even pay attention to that because the shots are just so weird and you don't know what's going on and why are you following these golfers and then wait, this guy's in a cave and then you're like, what the shit is going on in this movie? It makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
From the very first shot, you go, what?
Until the very end. It never makes any sense. Ever at any point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never figured out why he killed those people on the golf course.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Let's talk about the the characters. First off, you got we'll go with
Even though he doesn't show up for-
Shakuzi.
Shikazu Huzi
Sho Kasugi, the ninja from the first two.
that only shows up halfway through the movie, but gets title billing.
Indeed. Well, he's the only name, really. He's a good ninja, I guess. From
He's a ninja.
yeah. I guess there's not really any evidence to say that he's a good ninja, other than he's the adversary of the other ninja.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, gentlemen, vagina eye patch.
Why do you call
Held on, mind you, by a garter.
Is
so
it?
yeah, dude, it looked like he had a garter on with like a vagina eye patch. Because that thing had a perfectly vagina hole in the middle of it. Like, fuck me in the eye. That's exactly what it was saying.
Huh.
What's the hole?
I thought it was a dinner plate and a belt.
What's the hole?
The hole?
What is that a purpose? Does it
So we
can
can
he
see
see
out
through
of it.
that? What is it?
That's probably what it is.
So the actor can see.
He's got another eye. You don't need both of them. I hate to say it,
Well,
but
I
you don't
think
need both.
The problem is that when you want to put a dinner plate on your face, it has to go up through the dinner plate and then back down through that. So you got to like have a double strap deal that goes through it. Otherwise, it doesn't stay on your head because it's too big.
And I thought it was incredible that, he was able to get this eye patch on without it messing up his hair, like, at all.
Which was very strange.
Yeah, it was like, where does that eye patch thing go? Or is it just glued onto your head right there to where your bangs come down, and then there's no more of it?
I think in wardrobe that morning he's like, "Color my hair around the eye patch."
What?
Shokasugi, you can never understand anything the guy says.
Yeah, okay.
So he had a bowl cut that was shaped around the
Around the eye patch.
eye patch.
He's rad. He's the best. Screw you guys.
He is, and I was pissed off that the only detraction from this film is that they used somebody else's voice for him.
Yeah, that is a down.
Because I wanted to not be able to
Yeah.
understand him. That makes his movies that much better.
It
that you
does.
just can't understand anything he says.
Yeah, I thought he was the best actor by far.
I was right ahead of the lady that got no work afterwards, and the guy with the hair.
Lucinda Dickey. Let's talk about Lucinda Dickey. The I guess she's the
hot one.
titular character.
She has a
of the
ton
show.
of hair.
Her hair is big. It's got volume.
Yeah, it's like she has all these layers in there, and it's like, wow, you've got like hair for 4 or 5 people.
LA looks.
Yeah, definitely.
How'd she stack up on the against Shokasugi scale? I guess.
In acting?
Yeah, I
Not
guess.
good.
Not
Yeah,
good.
not good, dude. Way to be possessed by putting on some eyeliner and putting some paste on your face.
And there was difficulty understanding the things that she said sometimes, and English is her first language.
Yeah, not as impressive. And she just wasn't believable as an evil ninja. Even when she was spinning around in the shaman hut, I just wasn't buying it.
I was more believable than the ninjas in G.I. Joe.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna give it to her there. I mean, I
Sure.
definitely believe that she was working for a cause there.
And then we got Billy Secord, played by Jordan Bennett. Jordan Bennett's a good actor name, though. I'm Jordan Bennett.
He's got it all. He sings, he dances, he acts, he directs. Apparently, the movie he directed is kind of underrated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe it's worth checking out.
Biggest mistake of your life. Somebody so and so.
Yeah. Okay.
Got a star-studded cast in it.
He's the bow hunk, the dreamboat, the love interest.
Hair pile.
Was this like? Was he? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but was he like the thing in the 80s? Like,
To be
The
no,
Thing?
just like his haircut and everything. I mean, was that just popular or what? Because
well, I don't know what you.
I thought the
consider his
Ken doll
haircut.
look was not because he had like just
He looks like Odo from Deep Space Nine.
yeah. He looks
I
like
bet.
he just has maybe a hat on that
Yeah.
he's just kind of put on his head.
Very flat, unimaginative haircut per se.
Like he just got out of a wind tunnel.
Yeah,
yeah,
like he just kind of brushed it back, put a little hairspray on it, and left it.
and that's good enough.
He
Yeah.
went to the salon and he said, "Give me the backwards."
It's perfectly calm.
What do you mean? I want it to all go backwards. All of it. Every piece.
Well, then there's the other hair we have to at some point bring up. I mean,
I didn't think he was that bad.
oh, dude,
What
Jackie,
are you
would
talking about?
you? What's your cost? What's your dollar figure that somebody has to pay you to put your face into that hair and just rub around in it for about 5 seconds with your face?
I don't know. Are they clean?
It's 100
It's
degrees.
his body. It's his body.
Oh, well, pass.
No, what's your price?
What's your price?
What's your price? If it's not that bad, what's your price?
$35.
$35.
That is not that bad.
No.
I wouldn't put into a shaved person's no hair for $35.
No, I think you got to pay me $300 to play basketball against that guy.
$300.
I don't even
is
think
what
I'd
it's-
do it.
I think $300 is what I would take for 5 seconds. My face in his fur,
How much to man
Business.
him up for 30 minutes at the Y?
like oil.
No, like you're
What do you
playing
mean?
basketball. You have to play
Oh,
defense on
30
his
minutes?
his oily ass at the Y for 30
Aw,
minutes.
Man.
You and him. He's your guy.
I'd double it 600.
600?
600
Yeah,
bucks.
sounds right.
Yeah. It's a lot of hair, Jackie. It's a lot of oily,
How
slimy.
do you know he's oily?
Because you can see it glisten.
Maybe
does
he's just
glisten.
sweaty.
It's then it's
still
if
yuck.
it's sweaty, it's glistening. It's yucky.
yucky.
It's sweaty.
Maybe he smells okay. Like
Doesn't matter.
he puts on body spray.
It gets on you.
Yeah.
All of it.
It is no matter. Okay, fine. There's more hairier people in the world. There are. Are anybody taking their shirt off on screen and having women put their face in their hair that's on their back? Their back
Not
hair.
on their back, but I'm pretty sure that what's his nuts, Bandit had a hairy chest, and Sally Field put her face in it.
Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
He didn't have like an entire fur coat though.
And even if he did, guess what? He didn't take his fucking shirt off and be like, look at this back hair. You can't have back hair in film. Nobody likes back hair except for apparently Jackie.
It is kind of sexy.
No,
Back
it's not.
hair?
Back hair is like the #1 most disgusting thing ever. Look it up, seriously.
This wasn't that bad.
What about butt hair? Butt hair. I bet he has a lot of butt hair.
Well, I'm
but-
sure it's freaking rug down there, but you know what? At least he keeps his fucking underwear on. He doesn't keep his goddamn shirt on. He's walking around with a fucking tank top throughout the whole movie with back hair tufting out of it. It's gross.
It's not just that they're like, all right, take your shirt off. Oh shit, we should have checked this guy. But they're like at every opportunity, like his character just comes in and starts
Whips
taking
it
his
off.
clothes off. It's like they love this guy's body hair.
There's 3 people on Earth. One of them Sam Furstenberg. One of them is Jackie, and the other one is Menahem Globin. Globus.
Galan.
Galan.
Galan, yeah. And I don't know about the third one because he could have been like, what's with the hairy guy? He's like, you don't like it? I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah, it's absolutely preposterous. Last but not least is the Black Ninja, who basically is only at the beginning and at the end of the movie. You never really see his face. He is played by David Chung.
He does a lot of Asian character acting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that. All right.
There was a black guy in this movie?
No.
Speaking of
He's the Black Ninja.
Yeah.
That's his character's name, is the evil ninja.
he's in it about
okay.
as much as James Hong, though, really.
Yeah. Well, James Hong does stuff. I think he's in it for more than James Hong.
Because
the entire
he's-
beginning and the entire
Yeah,
end.
that's true. How much is the stunt man, though? Maybe he is the stunt man.
I would think he would be the stuntman. It is a canon movie. Stuntman, they cost extra, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then we don't need them.
All right, so now you're going to jump off the helicopter. Do I act like it? Do it. Your ass is going to end up in that water starting from a helicopter. Call it acting, call it stunts, call it what you will. That's what's going to happen in the next 10 minutes.
All right, so here's the last thing we're going to do on this episode. We're going to have a magic count. So
Okay.
as we progress, if you guys think something that takes place in the film is magic, we're going to consider it magic towards the magic count. And we'll tally it up at the end and see where
So
we're
I
at.
have to get a ruling immediately. Because one of the things we were keeping an eye out for was whether or not James Hong got a handful. And he does not, and I feel like that's kind of magical.
No.
Because he just like James
not.
Hong shows up in a movie, and he even in Big Trouble in Little China, his hands are all over the place.
Yeah. That's just somebody pointing out, James, don't grope the actresses in this one.
Kim Cattrall, 40 years later, still has handprints from James Hong.
No, actual magic. Doctor Doom, Merlin, ninjas, magic.
Ninja's magic.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So the movie starts out on a golf course.
Not magic.
But weird. Ninja 3. Wait, this is a golf course here.
And they were running out of daylight too, because the first shot of the golf course is at dusk.
Mm-hmm.
The next shot is in the middle of the day.
Right. There's a ninja cave that a ninja is going into that I guess is just right next to the golf course.
It can be wherever it want
because of magic.
because of magic one.
So we're giving that magic. Do we all agree that that's magic?
That's magic.
Because there can't be a ninja cave next to a
It's
golf
a ninja
course.
cave full of magic swords.
Well, we're not talking about the swords here. We're just talking about the location of the cave itself.
Yes, it is magic.
Jackie?
I'm going to go with yes, magic,
All
because
right.
it just seems like that cave just kind of appears whenever it's convenient.
And it's by the magic temple.
And it's by wherever he happens to want to kill someone.
Where they just happen to put a golf course next to. Or not next to.
It doesn't have to be next to it, but it's really kind of by everybody because they all drive to the Magic Temple at one point or another.
True.
And the Magic Cave is right there.
Well, inside the Magic Cave, Magic Ninja Cave, is a Magic Ninja rock with Magic Ninja weapons in it. So that's a magic rock.
Yeah.
Because it lights up.
It does
you
light
take
up.
the lid off and it goes.
That definitely magic.
So
definitely magic rock.
Either somebody stuck a fluorescent light bulb inside of a rock and then ran extension cords all the way to the golf course clubhouse.
Or it's magic.
That's very not ninja-y, so I think it's magic.
Yeah, that's a magic rock.
Okay. Inside it's filled with ninja weapons that
are magic.
That are magic.
Because they refresh
Well,
themselves.
we're only going to count it when that
now,
happens.
this could actually be part of the magic rock.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually very ordinary ninja weapons, but it's like the cornucopia of ninja weapons, so it replenishes itself.
Okay.
But later, the sword is clearly magic.
Well, let's not count the ninja weapons as a whole as magic for right now.
Okay.
So he gets all geared up. He's all ninja-fied. He's got all his swag and the black mask, and he's not dressed all in black, which is kind of very un-ninja movie-like. He's got like a sand camo on.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
Olive-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
He's got ninja eyeshadow.
Yeah, I think that we cannot count that as magic, that there was a stick of Wet n Wild eyeliner in the crate.
Now,
it's a magic ninja rock,
whenever
so it can be whatever in there.
Somebody puts on that garb, though, they get the eyeliner, so I kind of think the eyeliner is magic.
Yeah, because it just appears.
It just appears.
That's true. Well, no. I'm not going to count it. Because
she gets the eyeliner.
Yeah, but there's a reason she gets the eyeliner. We're going to count something else later.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So this golfer guy's out there with his security guys, his like armed guards, because he's like a bigwig or
he's
something.
The important scientist.
I don't fucking know what this guy is.
He's the important scientist.
He's got a hot babe and 4 bodyguards.
Now let's break this down, because they say clearly when she's being interviewed by the police later that the ninja killed a bunch of police officers and an important scientist.
She does say that.
So, this guy has to be like the inventor of Viagra, because he's got bodyguards and a booby lady.
The booby
what
lady sure
scientist has an entourage like this? Other than the boner guy.
Maybe like defectors from like the Cold War. Like, hey, they're Russian scientists, and they're going to come over here, and we got to protect them so that Russia doesn't, like, send paratroopers in while they're golfing and steal them. So maybe that's what this ninja guy's doing.
They're golfing with a hooker and some bodyguards.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's the boner guy.
Okay, all right.
He's invented the boner pill.
I don't think that you get security guards with that.
Once you're rich.
Like mega rich?
Yeah.
You just get security guards? Okay, all right. I think my theory's funner, but...
and the guy that's telling her that he's an important scientist is using the pills.
All right, Jackie, Sam's got his Viagra theory. I think he's a Russian defector, and that's why they send in the ninja, because Russia doesn't have ninjas, so they call China, because they're also communists, and they're like, hey, we need this Russian defector guy. Communist bro solid?
And then they contact their enemy, Japan.
And then they contact their enemy Japan. Well, he's an evil ninja, so he's from China. Because
that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Okay. What's your who is this guy?
The scientist, the important scientist.
The important scientist. That's all we know about him, and then he likes golf, has a booby lady, and 4 security guards.
I think he's just some douchebag that probably owns the lab.
So
he's like, I'm a fucking scientist because I got money and I built a lab and I hired other scientists to steal their work. Look at my ding dong.
Oh, so he's a pilferer.
So he's Thomas Edison?
He's Thomas Edison.
Don't say that about Thomas Edison.
Fuck Thomas Edison.
He invented electricity.
No, he didn't invent shit. Thomas Edison could suck my asshole.
Huh.
Fuck that guy. Nikolai Tesla was the man. Yeah, in Dork Corners, there's a whole thing about that. Like, we get into fistfights and stuff. Like, well, fuck you, buddy. No, Thomas Edison was the guy. No, Nikolai Tesla. Blah, blah, blah. Then we just end up, like, making out stuff. It's really weird.
That's how he hurt his foot. He was giving me the Edison elbow.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so he's Thomas Edison. and he's hired some bad guys, and
Yeah, and that's why he has to have bodyguards, because he's a fucking dick.
So what's the motivation for the ninja to get him?
He was paid $25 because he's from communist China, according to your theory. And so, they work for cheap over there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, look, my cousin was promised this great life in America, and he went over there, and this fuckhead stole all of his good ideas. You go over there and kill him.
Okay, so it's a revenge thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Sort of Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon 3?
Yeah, so I'm just going to combine your guys' two.
Lethal Ninja
So
5.
this guy owns a laboratory. Chong Wong invents the boner pill, and he steals the boner pill idea and gets really super rich and hires some bodyguards because he knows that he fucked up. And then Ching Jong Wong decides that his brother Nick,
His brother, Kim Jong-yong's brother Nick.
is going to come over and get revenge for him. And that is what's going on. That's why they kill those people on the golf course.
It's probably better. Whatever we come up with is better than whatever got cut from the script. Because it is...
Well, see, I don't...
What?
It's the biggest question that I have is why is this ninja killing these people?
Why is this ninja killing these people?
My only answer is that had he been allowed, he would have killed everyone.
He's just angry.
No, he's like, I got the magic ninja stuff. Now I can kill everyone.
Everyone.
And he only made it through like 75 people. He was going to kill all 2 billion that were on the earth at that point.
He was just going to do it because he can.
You get the ninja. It's like point A, point B.
Gotcha. Huh?
Ninja cave is point A. Point B is you're the last person on earth. Sadness.
Well, the golfer ends up losing his ball, and it rolls right over to the ninja. And a ninja picks up a golf ball, which is, again, like, ninjas in golfing. What the fuck, man? No, this is weird.
You can't pick that up. We got to play it where it lays, ninja.
He crushes it in his hand.
And it crushes like a pool ball. Like it gets dusty.
Mm-hmm.
There's no dust in there.
No.
And later they crush a pool ball, and it's not dusty.
So then he kills a shitload of fucking guys. Like, they're like, hey! And then he kills all those 4 dudes. He kills the scientist who almost runs him over, which is pretty funny.
We have to mention some of the things that he does here.
It's so rapid.
He, at one point, uses a blowgun to shoot through the barrel of a handgun and blow it up inside a man's hand.
That was awesome.
Awesome.
He also runs down a golf court and picks the back of it up with one hand so that it can't drive.
That is magic. That's super strength. You can't
Okay.
pick up a golf cart
That's
with
magic.
2 people in it.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm considering that magic. Good aim. I'm not going to consider.
It's
I think
very good aim.
Any ninja could pretty much do the
Yeah.
gun thing. So that's not magic.
Yeah. Those are the 2 biggies as
Yeah.
far as the most ludicrous things that are happening here.
He ninja starred a guy right in the throat. That was pretty sweet.
Yes, in the eye a couple of times. Ninja stars a guy off a bike.
Mm-hmm.
He kills the lady for really no reason. Like, he goes out of his way to make sure this woman is dead.
He cuts her in the back, barely.
Then in the arm, then in the face.
It sucks. Her death is not gruesome.
No, it isn't. But that's the point where I realize this man is going to kill us all.
He's just out for blood.
He's just out to kill.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his magic killing tools, and he's ready to go.
Well, this golf course security guards, like,
It's just never happened ever.
we got ninja. Call the cops. The cops come fucking barreling in like immediately.
Driving through the golf course,
Uh-huh.
over everything, through the desert.
He's all fucking getting chased by them, and he climbs up a fucking tree, and then he jumps off onto the top of the car. No, he does a backflip
He
onto the top of the
outruns
car.
the police car
Uh-huh.
and the motorcycles for quite a while. Like, just runs faster than a car, and then doubles back and gets the car to follow him, and the cars and the motorcycles almost run. So with super speed magic.
I would consider that magic.
So there you go, magic.
Okay, magic.
If he just would have stayed up in the fucking tree, they would have never found him, and he could have just la-la-la'd it later.
But he has to kill everyone he sees.
He doesn't care. He's gonna kill everybody.
If he sees you, he has to kill you now.
Yeah. He kicks a fucking cop car into a water hazard.
He does.
He tosses a rope, a grappling hook around a tree, does that like Batman move where he swings around it and then punts the ass end of a cop car and it flies into the water. What? Is he just like, was that like a weak point in the car? Or the guy's like, did that guy just kick that car? Whoa, shit!
It's the super strength from the golf cart.
So he
kicks the car and then
kicks the car.
He kicks when he swings back around and kicks the guy in the motorcycle, both the man and the motorcycle, into the same pond, and they were almost stopped, and they were clearly flying 60 feet in the next shot. So.
I'm going to consider both of those magic.
Yes, they're magic.
Individual instances of magic.
Yes.
Now, this is the point where he climbs the tree with the little whatever they are.
I don't know, but maybe super strength should only count as one.
No, we're not counting superpowers. We're counting, because his superpower is magic. We're counting individual instances of the use of magic.
Okay.
To be clear. So each use of it. Yeah, he climbs up this tree with one of those scaling jobbers like a lumberjack does.
He has the camel toe shoes, which I don't get how he was even able to get up the tree with those on. And then he's just got a piece of rope. I mean, he's probably pretty strong, but how do you get your toes to grip on there? I mean, he's no chameleon.
I don't know if this is magic. I think he's just good at climbing.
I think he's just good at climbing. I've seen ninjas do this all the damn time. Many instances of ninjas shimmying up a tree with one of those rope jobbers.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Now he hides in the palm tree with the muskrats. And then they send in a chopper who decides to just get really close to the palm tree.
He's like, where the shit is this guy? He disappeared on us.
Yeah.
There's cops fucking everywhere.
Yep.
Everywhere.
So he hops out of the tree and onto the bottom of the chopper, which has a bunch of rope holds on it. Did you notice that about this helicopter? It has about like 30 rope holds on the bottom of the railing.
It's very handy in case you're a stuntman and need to jump onto a helicopter at some point.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, or if you're a ninja trying to kill all of its inhabitants and drivers, flyers, pilots.
You don't want to delay the inevitable.
No.
If we're all going down, let's go down in a blaze of glory.
We should just have an auto-destruct button.
Yeah.
Are we going to die? I don't know. Well, let's fucking push the button.
Kaboom.
It's red. I can't resist it.
He gets up there, and he kills everybody in the chopper. He sticks a ninja star in between his big toe and his next toe, in his ninja sock, and chucks it into the pilot's throat. Awesome.
And then the guy in the back seat is like, I'll get him for you.
The plane's going down, Buttlick.
Cool. I'm dead.
Yeah.
Obviously dead. Thanks, though. I appreciate it.
Glad
he doesn't get him. He just gets
dead.
Tossed out.
Yeah.
Like a silly bastard because he's not tough.
This guy, other than Shokusugi, does the most to the Black Ninja that anybody else does.
Survives for more than 5 seconds.
Well, they both end up in the same situation. They both end up not in the helicopter, but in the drink. So I think that's like a draw for a second, but because the ninja's magic, he can survive that fall, and the other guy couldn't. So it's the fall that killed him
on the way down, I think. Because it's not that far. And they had to bail out. The ninja had to bail out of there anyway because he iced the pilot with the foot star, so he knows the thing's going down.
Okay.
Well, if he would have been fucking smart, he would have killed the other dude and then just got in the cockpit and flown himself the fuck out of there.
And then turned the helicopter upside down and used it to cut everybody's head off.
Yep. Would have saved a ton of time.
Just fly around the world, chopping heads. Yeah. Okay, so he survives the fall. Are we counting that as magic? You don't think?
No,
I
think I've jumped off of taller things into water before.
I don't think you have.
I have.
Not the way they land. Okay.
Not magic.
Okay, so they so now he's in the water and they chase him a little bit more and they corner him, and it appears that he's cornered by sagebrush. He's done all this shit, but we got you now, Buster. It's just sagebrush.
I think they've got him surrounded.
Okay.
They surround him.
All right.
And then they start shooting him.
They blow the fucking hell out of him. It's like RoboCop.
What do you think? How many times do you think this ninja gets shot?
I would be willing to say, let's say how many rounds are fired, because who knows how good a shot these guys are.
Yeah.
A lot of rounds are fired. After he's all shot and bloodied up, it's like 10 rounds, but they shoot like 200 rounds.
One of the guys hairy man has a semi-automatic.
He's got an M16.
Yeah,
he put 25 rounds in him by himself.
Yeah.
Okay, so he only bleeds in certain spots because he only has
Maybe
like
his
10
suit's
wounds
magic.
in him.
It seems like they just scratch him up.
He jerks like he's getting shot, like it's more than the wounds that are shown on his body later.
Well, he's obviously still magic because he's not dying.
He's not dying from it. So
he's being shot about 200 times and not
We're
dying.
going to lump all of this into one magic.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Being bullet resistant.
Yeah, they shoot the shit out of him. He's not dead. he tosses a smoke bomb, and they're all like, "Where the shit did he go?"
Now this is magic.
This is another instance of magic
Because
smoke bomb disappearing act.
yeah, because honestly,
We
he
just
throws a
goes
smoke
under the
bomb
wall.
and then he goes underneath all of the dirt.
Yeah.
Like-
Way under the dirt.
Yeah, like he's completely buried and they have no idea where he is. I mean, this is magic to me. I mean, that was fast.
Completely agree. There's no possible way that he is able to dig a hole and then put himself into it and then put the dirt back over him in time.
Inconspicuously, mind you.
Yeah, all while this smoke bomb is going
Yeah.
off and guys are stomping around looking for him. No, this is clearly magic. So they bugger off, I guess. Well, he's gone. Fuck it. Let's.
The one guy's
Get on
like,
here.
"We gotta get him. Let's go!" And then he takes off, and they all follow him. Like, I guess you're right. He is that way. That certainly must be the way he went.
How long do you think they went before they just said, "I don't think this is the way, Bert.
13 feet. I don't see him. All right, let's go.
Let's go get some nachos."
Yeah.
Yeah, these cops don't really strike me as trying too hard.
We should mention that there's bodies everywhere as well. Dead cops.
Dead cops everywhere.
So many dead cops.
There's like 15 cops around him when he finally goes down.
He kills like 75 people. It's
He has
ridiculous.
killed a bunch of cops.
How many cops are on duty at any one given time?
That are out to just capture one ninja.
Because apparently, like, this is either a really, really large police force or everybody they had was working that day because it was mandatory work day.
I think it was a large police force, and they're about half down now.
Yeah. So he comes out of the dirt, and then, hey, what's that up there? Oh, it's sexy. She's up there. Christine, the pole climbing
Phone
line
lady. Checking the phone lines.
Yeah. She's up there, and she sees him stumbling around. She says, what the shit?
This is the first instance of for the movie music, the lyrics are just outrageous.
I think so, but
Yeah.
I was writing down so many notes. Unfortunately, I didn't catch any of the lyrics. You guys are going to have to delve
I
into
only
those.
remember the one, and it's for the sex scene. Or no, it was the aerobics scene.
Yeah, I remember the one for the aerobics scene. That one was great.
Well, she goes to check on him, and he fucking, like, they get into a tussle. Like, I guess because he's going to kill everybody. Like, that's his thing. He's like, oh, yeah, I was going to kill everybody. Oh, but I'm running out of magic. My magic is bleeding out of me, so take this sword. And
He possesses her at that point.
he does, but the sword...
Yeah, is like the vehicle for his possession.
It's not his body, or like his soul doesn't float out of his body and into her eyeballs or anything like that. She just takes his sword. That's it in this sequence.
It's the binder. But it's magic.
No.
Him possessing her is magic.
Him just giving her a sword is not magic. We will get to
Okay.
the possession later.
All right, I think she was possessed instantly.
Jumping the gun.
Well, I think she was possessed
Well,
instantly.
the audience doesn't know that.
All right.
I don't know. She was having those weird flashbacks.
She's having
things.
flashbacks. She is possessed instantly.
She's
Yeah.
possessed instantly.
Yeah,
That's what I think. I agree with Sam.
She sees the shots of him getting shot by the cops.
Yeah, the
Yes.
ones that he didn't kill. Which now it's revenge time, I think. Like this whole sequence is kind of like, why in the fuck would she be seeing this guy's? Okay, whatever. You know what? I'm just gonna roll with it.
So she's possessed now. All right, cool. I'll agree with that. And she goes and tells the cops. She goes straight to the cop shop. It says that this ninja fucking killed a bunch of guys and he gave me a sword.
She doesn't say that. She says, I don't know. He was already dead when I found him. She lies. She doesn't tell him about the sword.
She keeps that son of a
She
bitch.
keeps
That thing
the
is
sword.
nice.
She's already possessed by him, so he's already like got 15% control of what's going on
Okay,
here.
all right, all right.
And
She's gonna go pawn it for drugs.
until old Billy Secord shows up with his pants full of man action, tries asking her out on a date.
Yeah.
Secord. I just want to meet a person with the last name Secord.
It's not a bad last name. It's kinda
Yeah, it's kind
common.
of cool. It's common. Have you ever met a Secord?
Yep.
No, you haven't.
Jimbo
fucking liar.
Secord.
cool. He's so full of shit.
You're a fucking liar, dude. You have not. If your last name is Secord and you're out there and you're listening,
I believe the
write us.
the C chords died out at the turn of the 18th century after the Flamstons rebellion. The Flamstons didn't.
Flamston. Well, Jason Sehorn retired after they lost to the 49ers.
Sure. And stupid and not relevant. She goes to her apartment. This is the first time we see her apartment. She's got bullshit fucking everywhere.
So is this her roommate or is this just some lady?
It's just some bimp hanging out, I guess. It's just her pal, her gal pal.
Her aerobics buddy?
Yeah, her aerobics bud. But she finds the sword and she's like, what is this?
She's like, fucking don't mind that. We got to go to aerobics. Even though she's like, quit screwing around. Right before then, she was having herself a nice game of Bouncer.
Bouncer, the video game.
The video game that went bankrupt before it could totally reap the rewards of its product placement in this film.
Does Bouncer look like a fun game, anybody?
No.
It just looked like Streets of Rage with a bar. It was fine.
Didn't look that awesome.
It didn't look that awesome.
Do you just go to tables where like ruckuses are happening and pick up the guy and then chuck him out the door or something?
Yeah, probably, or beat him up.
I'd play that for a little while.
Yeah.
You get high score and put your name on, like all proud, like.
No, I would put your name on it because I'm ironic, which your initials are the same as mine, so it doesn't matter. At aerobics class.
Put ass.
Buns. At aerobics class, speaking of buns, for sure, because there's a bunch of black.
Oh,
There's a bunch of guys.
there's a bunch of everything wrong in this gym.
These guys are just staring at butts.
Well, the aerobics themselves are, you know, it was back in the 80s when aerobics had to be humping motions. That's all you can do is humping motions.
Pretty much.
This is Creeperville.
Bending over. Like it's okay, all right, girls, give them 10, show them your boobs. Here we are. Okay, let's do 15 pelvic thrusts.
Butts up and down.
Yeah.
This was all of those dudes creepers.
There was some of the women were creepy. Everything in this gym is wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of creepy, Billy Cap shows up. He's trying
Secord.
real hard. He's trying hard to do the aerobics, and she sees him. So she like amps it up and tires him out because he's not tough enough to do the aerobics.
So he falls down because, you know what? If I was that guy, I'd be like, oh, man, fuck this. I'm just going to lay on the floor until it's over.
No, I'd be like, dude, she's not that good looking. I'm out.
She's a fucking...
She
if
is,
you're on a 1 to... for him, on a
that's
scale of 10, she's like a 23 and a half.
that is true.
That guy is he got his Odo's haircut and he's covered in hair, body hair everywhere, and he should be on Star Trek. She is a fucking moon goddess in comparison to him.
all right, girls, good workout. Nice try, Billy. Then they go outside, and there's just like some alley rapings going on because it's the 80s again, and that's just is what happens. It's broad daylight. A class is getting out.
You have to go work out there again tomorrow.
Everybody is like leaving, and this woman is screaming, and nobody gives a shit because it's just 80s daylight raping.
Yeah.
That's just what happens down at the end of the alley.
At least it's not you,
Yeah, at
right?
least- yeah. Eesh.
Ugh. Well, she's like, oh no, let her go, you sons of bitches.
You get your damn hands off her.
Yeah, she totally McFlies out.
I thought she did a really good job here.
Well, I think McFly's tougher than she is.
Ooh.
But, you know, I thought that she used her ninja powers.
She kicks their asses fully.
I like the gymnastics, though, on the dumpster bar. And then she pulls up the bar like fucking that green guy, the Hulk. And
It's not really Hulktacular. It's just a pole.
yeah, but she ripped it right off of that thing because she was using it to do gymnastics right before that. So, you know, it was solidly on there.
Huh.
It's true. Are we going to count this sequence as the use of magic?
Yes.
I think that these guys are all buttholes. They just got beat up by a girl.
You think that she's not using ninja powers here? She's just kicking their
she's
asses
using
straight
The
the
up.
eye-
eyeliner doesn't come out. I think she just beats them
That's
up.
a good point. The eyeliner has a very good point, Jackie. But you did say that she's like 13% under his power at this point.
But it doesn't mean that she's using magic to beat these nutsacks up. These guys are all just nutsacks.
Well, we're calling it a draw, I guess, which is non-magic.
All right, fine.
Well, the cop picks her up.
He just fucking stands there.
He just fucking stands there. He's a cop.
He doesn't just stand there. When she comes over to him, he fucking threatens to arrest her so that she'll go out with him. Because it's the 80s.
You can't beat up rapists, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. You ready to go to jail for serving up street justice? I can get you out, though. All you got to do is feel something fleshy, tug on it.
Yeah, turn around.
Yeah, so they get into his little car.
Yeah, and
I like this car.
It is a cool car.
She gives him some guff about this, but like she's kind of okay with it because immediately it's like, well, why don't you come back to my place for some sex? I guess he's an asshole.
If you don't like that I'm a cop, you just go fuck yourself. Get out of my car.
Oh,
I'm in.
I think it's fine because you're an asshole and I'm stupid.
Well, he's not being an asshole. That's the only time he's not being an asshole. He's
Yeah,
just
dude, he's
standing up for
standing up.
himself. When he says, I'm going to arrest you for beating up rapists, that's being an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, I stand up for myself and I enjoy my profession is okay.
So you're saying is it's okay for him to stand up for himself for being an asshole. Because she complains about him doing his job because of what you're complaining about, him saying that I am going to arrest you. And then he's like, oh, so now you have a problem with me doing my job? That's okay? His job is to arrest her for stopping rapists. He is defending his own actions.
But they're not arrested. He's just taking her to coffee.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
I don't think so. I was proud of him for finally sticking up for her.
Proud of him?
I was like, way to just not cave for the pussy, dude. Like, sometimes it's just not worth it.
Good job, Billy.
Stop humiliating yourself for the name of maybe a few good tugs.
Yeah.
You know, just buck up there, Billy.
Sure, for you, she is, the hottest piece you'll ever get ever. Trust me.
Speaking of hot, it's sex time. She comes out of her apartment with a towel on. That's let me slip into something more comfortable.
She had to take a shower. She just finished aerobics.
Beach towel.
He didn't take a shower and he's covered in hair.
So what do? Just stand around the whole time she's in the shower?
Yeah.
Her hair's not even fucking wet. She just comes out in a towel.
Yeah.
Maybe she's one of those chicks that doesn't wash her hair every day.
She just splashed on some baby powder.
Yuck. Baby powder does not smell good.
And
Smells better than aerobics.
I don't know. I'd rather smell aerobics.
Ooh.
she takes the towel off and he's like getting a good look at her butt. Her panties are actually more covering up her ass than her leotard was from when she was doing aerobics. So this is less butt that he's seeing now, but he likes it. And she puts on like this some shirt, like a button-down shirt, and then climbs on top of him.
This
He's
is
like,
awesome.
Whoa! And
Did this bring back like flashbacks for you too?
it never does.
Like when you guys were in high school and you were like, "This is so going to happen."
I've seen this movie several times now, and every time I try to like envision this happening in high school, and you know what? No, nobody ever poured V8 down their throat for sexy time. That never happened to me.
Well, now that I know it exists, I mean, I'm going to try that later.
I don't think you should.
But all we have is the big canisters that might not turn out as well as it did on the movie.
Oh, you made
Oh, shit.
No, I think you get like some swimming trunks and you tie them around your knees and just see how much V8 you can get in your shorts.
Sit down.
Yep. Okay, now sit on me. Well, we ruined that couch.
That's nice.
I don't understand anything about this V8 sexy.
Champagne? I've even seen milk.
Milk is gross.
It is gross, but I've seen ladies pour milk on their boobs to like be hot, like on posters and shit. I guess it's not really hot. Water, whatever. V8?
Maybe they were just going for something new.
It's dumb.
It's the worst. It's product placement fail.
Oh, it's
of the
a
century.
mega fail.
Because I knew that V8 was like, we were going to give you the money, but now we're not.
Because, during that time, V8 was doing that whole, like, if you had your V8 today and if you didn't, you stood crooked.
That was much. The diet
much
straight
later.
was much later.
Okay. Well, they were still pumping it themselves as like, hey, we're a health drink. You know,
Yes.
if you're a healthy aerobics person, you probably want this V8. So it makes sense that she's got V8 laying around, but pouring it on her throat and letting it drip down her chest is one of the least sexy things that I could possibly imagine.
It's not coming off.
Yeah. And let's be realistic here. V8 is not to be healthy. V8 is to drink vodka in the morning and not feel so bad about it because you're fucking hungover from the night before.
That's what you use it for, but not everybody else.
Just getting some vegetables here.
I gotta get my vegetable intake for today.
Is it magic?
V8?
Yeah.
No, no,
That's
you
just
can't.
stupid.
No way.
Okay, so they go to bed, and the fog rolls in that night and wakes her up. So magic. Here's the fog coming in.
Magic.
Is
Well,
magic.
it's part
Light
of
fog.
Light Show 1.
Yeah. Oh, we're just going to count the entire light show as magic?
Well, the sword flies on its own, for God's sake.
Yeah, the sword flies out of the fucking closet. on strings. It looks so bad.
It unsheathes itself too.
It looks so bad.
It's being held by someone in most of the shots.
Yeah, it's just.
I thought it looked pretty good.
Oh,
For a Canon film, it looked good.
Yeah.
It is.
It was like, oh wow, they really tried this time.
When it flies through the air, it does not fly well. It's jangly, as if it was being held from strings.
It's
because it is.
fishing line.
Yes.
I was kind of waiting for it to topple over and hit her in the face. I'm not gonna lie, because a couple of the times it looked like it was going in that direction.
And it's glowing too. Like it's hot, I guess.
It's magic.
Yeah, the lava Catan.
Katana?
Katana, there we go. See? Thanks for helping.
So she gets, at this point, she picks up the sword and she gets the ninja mascara. So
I think she's about to kill Billy.
I think she's going to whack Billy.
But then Billy wakes up
Mm-hmm.
because his hair is tingling.
So back up to the mascara, though. Are we just going to go ahead and
It's
say...
not mascara. Get it right. It's eyeliner.
Okay, whatever.
Sure.
I know you're not a gal.
Mhm.
I know you don't use it,
Mhm.
but it's important. There's a big detail
Very-
difference.
Very important to be factual. The eyeliner. So that's when she is a ninja.
That's when she's completely under ninja control.
100%
Yeah.
black ninja
She
possession.
is losing time, doesn't remember any of it,
Okay.
has no idea.
All right. So is
She-
that an instance of magic?
Yes.
Okay. So Billy gets up and he's like, "What's up, babe?" And he fucking takes his shirt off and gives her a big hug and puts her face right into it, and it's disgusting. She's picking teeth out of her hair out of her teeth for 6 weeks.
It's great because the shot that gets left in the movie is she goes to kiss the shoulder, but then once she gets about 2 inches away from it, she realizes that she's been in the hair for about 4 inches, and so she just gives up on the kiss and just kind of like puts her face in it.
She aborts.
And you can see it in her eyes that she's like, this guy is really hairy.
This is so gross right here. I'm gonna have to call my mom after this.
Got red hairs in my mouth.
Ugh. At the airport, Shokasugi arrives in town. He meets some guys and some dialogue is exchanged, but I have no idea what it is.
Isn't it the temple guys?
That's what I thought too, is that they were temple guys and they're
Yeah.
like, hey, we're here to pick you up from the airport. Do you want to go back to the temple first and maybe freshen up a little bit, get a hot dog, and then
Take that-
go do your evil ninja crap?
Plate off your head.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, why did you wear that? We
Because I don't
told
have
you.
a freaking eye.
Do you think that TSA would let you through with a plate on your head?
Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
It's an eye patch. No, it's not.
It's
No, you
really
take
not.
that off now.
I've seen eye patches before. This is So Chrissy's down in a manhole because I guess they have telephone lines down there in the city. Maybe I don't fucking know what's she doing there. But anyways, she sees one of the cops.
Gone back to work finally.
Yeah, she sees one of the cops from the shooting. So she follows him home. It's Billy's partner. It's not
Old
just
guy.
any cop.
Yeah.
Billy's partner, old guy, old
has a
dirty
name.
bastard.
Like he says so and so. That's so and so, and you're like, whatever.
Yeah, he's a creeper.
He seems like a normal guy. Goes
Seems-
home, plays pool in his underwear.
So she like sees him go home, but she doesn't like do anything. Like she has a weird. What am I? Oh, I gotta get out of here, and she just instantly starts rocking out in her apartment, like doing her flash dance bullshit.
Trying to fight off the
I
possession.
guess, and
Because that's what I do when I feel like a possession's coming on.
she's feeling all weird, and she calls Billy
Who's at work.
on the payphone in her apartment.
She has a payphone in her apartment.
The fuck?
She doesn't live in an apartment. She lives in the back of a warehouse.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
She's got a payphone there.
Yeah. I don't think it has to be that because I don't think you can just jack a payphone, put it in your apartment, and expect it to work.
She does work for the phone company.
Oh, that is a good point. But I think, aren't payphones not owned by the phone company? They're owned by like independent contractors that just go and put them around. And
Well,
go,
now
like,
I'm sure
okay.
it's that way, but it used to be they had Bell right on them.
Yeah, they did have Bell. All right. Maybe it's a working payphone. The lights flicker. Ninja lasers come out of the bouncer game.
This is poltergeist.
very.
This is like the most low rent Tron bullshit I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is so many lasers on her face for so long.
You know, that's why she had to close her eyes, because those lasers will make you blind.
It's like it's scanning her.
Yes.
Well, maybe they just wanted to make sure that she was physically fit enough to ninja.
It's straight out of Tron.
She's already ninja'd, though.
Yeah, but maybe it's just checking. Because it's like, I don't know, last time we possessed John Candy, it didn't go very well. We need to make sure that this one's okay.
I think that what happened is they're watching the test screening, and Furstenberg during this sequence looks over at Galan and he's like, "Oh, you got Tron in there, nice. Didn't think you were going to be able to do that. All the bases."
We're all in agreement. This is magic.
Yeah.
Okay. The sword flies out again. Another use of magic. And it super ninjas her. I don't know what that means.
When she turns, she gets the ninja clothes.
Oh, yeah. It's not just eyeliner.
She's straight up.
She's all geared up.
All geared up.
So that's actually
Well, is this
two.
when she goes to the cave? Like it tells her to go to the
No.
cave?
She's just instantly... She's got the clothes on. So that's 2 instances of magic in one.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's when she drives out to the ninja cave. She takes her... So she's all dressed up, driving down the road in a telephone truck on her way to a ninja cave.
Listening to the Flashdance soundtrack.
And if he can teleport ninja clothes to her, why can't he teleport the ninja gear from the ninja cave?
It's too much. She has to pick. You can't take all of it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to sit down.
You gotta just
You'd have
drive
too
out
much
there.
metal in your pants.
You gotta drive out there and pick it
You gotta
up.
drive out. Well, you pick out what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you get all of it, you can't sit down.
You can't just give her what he needs or what she needs.
He doesn't know.
Hmm.
He does because he's actually in possession of her at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he knows he's going to.
He just likes the cave. He likes to hang out there, so he goes.
Yeah. It's a
Yep.
nice cave. Again, magic because the ninja rock has replenished the ninja weapons that were taken before.
And there's another. She grabs another one of the robe things and holds it like, "I'm wearing this," and looks at it and then sets it back down. So it's obviously got, it'll just whatever's out automatically shows back up.
Okay.
Endless sandwich machine of ninja bullshit.
She breaks into the cop's house, and he's in there playing pool in his underwears, and they have a weird fight. Very strange and not very ninja. She should have just gone in there and killed the shit out of him instantly. But, like, he's putting up resistance with a pool cue, and she's like, "Oh, I can cut your pool cue, ha ha." Chucks a ball at her, and she cuts it in half and crushes one of them, and a bunch of stupid shit. But she kills him
Finally.
poorly again. Like, she just does that thing that
Slash the sword about
Yeah.
4 feet away from him, and then
Yeah,
he's
he's
got some
dead.
ketchup on his face.
Mm-hmm. So she's like now super confused. Christine, not Ninja Christine, but Christine is like, "Oh, what the fuck? I'm really blacking out all over the place." And she goes to see a shrink or a doctor or some sort, and the doctor says that she's fine except for the ESP and the obsession with Asian culture.
Everything's totally normal other than your extraordinary ESP.
And obsession with Asian culture.
Well, I mean, the Asian culture thing, I mean, it's like, okay, so that's not a psychological fucking problem.
Thanks, Doc.
ESP, though, kind of rare.
Uh-huh.
Kind of not real.
Want to ask me some questions about that at all?
Like cryptozoology, like it's like finding Bigfoot. And this lady's like, "Oh yeah, you're totally psychic.
Everything's fine, but
Everything's fine.
You should still be okay with that ESP.
You should just go back to your boyfriend."
And your obsession with Asian culture. Sudden. It's very strange. But whatever. Have some Vicodin. And good luck. Come back. We'll do a follow-up in a month, you think?
Do you have insurance?
How Obamacare? We don't have that yet. It's
Okay.
1986. But
I bet the telephone company has insurance.
probably. Probably not good because she's a lady and they don't treat him nice. I don't know. She sees another cop. He's got these 2 hookers.
This is awesome.
This cop knows how to do it.
He leaves the station.
With the hookers.
Uh-huh. So he goes out and arrests hookers, takes them to the station, and is like, "You know what? You guys are all right. Let's go have some fun."
He just does a lap.
Mm-hmm.
Just brings them in, does a lap around, goes back out.
Or he's just coming on to duty and like, "Hey, they got some hookers here. I'll just take them with me."
That's probably more like it. That's why they're so receptive, is because he springs them.
What are you respectable ladies doing in this place? Let's go party.
And then it's like, "Paul, the hookers again?" It's like, "What hookers? These are my friends. We're going out, Mr. Disrespectful."
We're going to the day spa.
The International Day Spa.
Mm-hmm. We're going to go sit in a hot tub. So they do. And Ninja Christine walks in there, and she's like going to seduce him, I guess. Like, I guess she's pretending to be a towel delivery lady.
Yeah.
A towel delivery hooker.
Uh-huh. She's like, "I'll join in on this party."
Yeah, but she joins in, but she's possessed by the dude ninja.
Uh-huh.
And
Which
she gets all over that cop's hot dog.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's magic, but it is gay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, the other two are like, what is going on here? You can have him, lady. Bleh.
But then they just sit there in the hot tub like,
Well,
Let's
the one
get outta here.
says,
Then they just fucking sit there.
the one's like, I want to watch. Okay.
I like it.
We don't know her, so we're not into it yet. Okay, I'm fine.
Yeah. Weird dialogue. But she turns her ring around. She's got like a poison thing on it, and she stabs him in the neck. And then she cuts the other one across the chest with it, and then I guess just chokes out the other.
Chokes out the
hooker.
third, yeah.
Yeah. Whose boob barely stays in her
Barely
swimsuit,
stays in.
which seems like magic, but I'm not going to count it.
No, that's not magic.
It's movie magic. Sho Kasugi, he's wandering around checking out her crime scenes. He's tailing her. He's always just a little too late on this black ninja business. He can sense that he's on the right trail, though, and he comes in and looks at the dead people. Because nobody's cleaned it up yet. They're just still floating around in the spa, like when he shows up hours later.
that's tonight's soup of the day.
Ooh.
The soup du jour? The soup du jour?
Ah.
Yay.
I'll take two.
Oh, he already did.
So Billy and Christine, like, I guess they hatched this plan to figure out they tie her possession to Asian culture, so they have to go to an Asian store that's got a secret guy in the back that maybe can answer some questions and stuff.
He's possibly magic.
He's possibly magic. Maybe he
works
can
with
figure
the
it out.
police force.
Yeah. Like anytime we got some weird magic shit going on, we always see this James Hong guy, and he's got all the answers.
Anytime we go to collect from the Asian massage place
Mm-hmm.
for not busting him,
Uh-huh.
this guy's there and he might know something.
He's magic.
He's magic.
I don't know. He's got some snake oil in the back, whatever. So they give him some cash, and they tie her up, and she's like, are you sure about this? Okay, it seems fine.
Who the fuck lets themselves be tied up by somebody you met 2 days ago in a strange Asian basement?
Not me.
Not me. I wouldn't do it. I'd been like, no, I'm going to live with this possession.
Yeah, I'm good.
Plus, by this time, there should have been posters around most major cities with James Hong that said, if you see this man,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to fondle you.
He's going to put things inside of you.
Yeah, God bless him.
So he gives her some opium, I guess, and
Loosen her up,
yeah.
getting her ready.
And he kind of tosses a whip on her a little bit, like kind of Indian-ish, like and then all of a sudden she's fucking like, things go awry in this seance rapidly.
Yeah, she's upset ninja now.
Grumpy evil ninja.
Grumpy evil ninja who's tied up.
And he comes out and he's like, Christine's not here, and he like fucking Regan's out here, but like his head, they don't have the budget for his head to spin around or her head to spin around, and like he projectile vomits smoke on James Hong.
Yep. Who then goes and runs away.
That's all we got. It's close as we can do to green
Yeah.
Jello puke. And she's like, at some point, he freaks out so much that she starts spinning around on an axis with her arms like a gymnast, and it looks retarded.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's awesome.
What are you talking about? She breaks the wrist things free, and she's spinning from her waist.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
from her
right.
waist. Yeah, that's right.
Either way, it doesn't do anything
It
good.
looks so stupid.
Not beneficial.
If you weren't going to throw up projectile vomit before, just wait till you're done spinning around.
Yeah.
That was the
All
gravitron.
right, hold on. Where is everybody? Wait, hold still. All
Okay.
three of you.
So to cure your ninja possession, we're gonna take you into a basement that's dark and spooky and red light. Feed you some opium, and then put you on the gravitron.
Yeah.
And then you should just puke that evil ninja spirit right up.
Cure for anything. What is it? Prono pup, a pint, and right around on the gravitron. That'll make you barf.
That'll get a ninja right out of you. I guess the ninja though gets tuckered out from it though, because she just slumps over and he's like, "Oh, evil spirit is snapping," or something.
He's like, this is too much for I can't deal with this.
Yeah, but the evil ninja's like, oh.
He had to leave to go get recharged.
Yeah,
He only has
he's-
so much juice in the bag.
Yeah, exactly.
He's wasting energy since he's chained up, so he just goes away.
But James Hong explains to Billy that only a ninja can destroy a ninja.
Which is more incredibly not true ninja lore by Canon, the good people at Canon Films.
All right, so let's magic out this scene here. Is it magic, or are we considering it demonic possession at this point? Which I guess is also magic, but the Catholics would say it's not magic.
It's not demonic, it's ninjonic possession.
Ninjonic possession, okay.
Which is magic.
Which is magic, okay.
Yeah,
so the entire seance
is magic. Yes.
Okay, that's just one for the entire thing. Okay. Shoksugi, he invades the morgue, whacks a bunch of morgue guards. He doesn't kill him, so I think he is the good ninja.
He's good enough.
Yeah, good enough. And he takes the previously dead ninja's body away up to the temple that's...
The magic temple.
The magic temple that's just outside of town.
That's just above the magic ninja cave.
Half a mile away from the golf course.
It's right above the golf course.
It's so dumb. This thing looks so stupid.
If you're playing golf there and you're like, hey, what's that? Looks like a magic ninja temple.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go up there?
Fuck
no.
Dude, what?
What?
Absolutely not. I don't even know why we come golf here.
Yeah, this is the desert.
And he has a flashback, and it was the evil ninja who killed his dad, I guess, and then chucked a ninja star right into his eye, just like Butters got it when in the ninja episode of South Park.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. So I guess he's just like, this guy killed my dad and took out my eyeball, so I got to get him.
So that doesn't mean that, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not that he's good. He's just
out for revenge.
And he's not really ruining anyone else's day in the process.
Okay, all right. So he's a considerate, but not necessarily kind ninja.
Yes, virtuous.
Yeah, she sees a bunch more cops, but this time she tries to reject the possession. She's like, I'm done with it. And then the lights turn on in her apartment. She closes the door in the sink. Nope, you're not getting me this time. Closet doors open up. No! She turns on her fucking boombox, like this is gonna stop, and starts dancing around. The sword flies out and chops the boombox in half.
Yep. Gotta show her who's boss.
So she gets possessed. It doesn't work out. It's another use of magic. Actually, you know what? Because it's not all one magic sequence, he has to reuse magic each time she shuts him down.
Yeah.
So that's 4 instances of magic in just that one scene.
Yeah, I would say that the sword chopping the boombox is a separate instance of magic.
Individual magic. She goes to the cop's funeral, and she's there as the ninja. And she climbs into some trees and shimmies across to another one and bow and arrows a guy. Bow and arrow. And then she just starts bow and arrowing everybody. There's people getting dead that are not cops in this sequence.
Well, back
Death
to
by
him
association.
just killing whoever.
Yeah.
He's ready to kill everybody again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's tested out this lady's body. It seems like it's bouncy enough. She can do some twirls and some backflips, so he's going to kill everybody.
There's a big chase and a fight, and she escapes, but Show's on her tail now. He's right on her tail. And
There's a fight in the warehouse, right?
yeah, they go into like this fucking shoddy like thing that's almost like half built.
It's like in Dayton, Ohio, all of a sudden.
It's like they built this building halfway and then demolished the half that they built.
It's
See, and I
Wizzy's
thought it
house.
was like a renovation, right, where they gutted it and they were just going to redo the inside of it.
Mm-hmm. But it's been like that way for a long time because there's planks and dust and shit just laying everywhere. That's not like this is a crappy place.
It's a shitty place.
Yeah.
They fuck it up more.
Yeah, they get in a big fight and he gets chucked down a couple stairs and she chucks a dishwasher on top of him.
That was awesome.
And then she just tosses some garbage on his head too
Yeah.
while he's down there. And he flies through a floor. He jumps from one floor all the way up. So I'm considering that magic because even good ninjas you require magic to jump that high.
Yeah.
But he pulls her mask off and sees that it's a lady. Cops show up and he lets her go.
He has managed to beat the shit out of her pretty nice, though, because she is pretty bruised up in the next scene.
Yeah. So they arrest him, the cops do.
Big mistake.
But he meets with Billy in the back of the car and tells Billy to get Christy and the sword and go to the temple.
Which everyone knows where it is because it's above the golf course.
Mm-hmm. You know that magic temple? Yeah, of course. Everybody knows the magic temple. Well, all right, go there.
Yeah, go to the temple, and then he gets to there. Oh, which one? I bet it's the one above the golf course. The only one.
He escapes the custody of the cops. He takes out 3 cops in the back seat. It's pretty awesome.
He warns them.
Yeah.
They don't listen.
Yeah.
He escapes.
Yeah.
Doesn't make him a good guy.
I think that he just put them to sleep.
He does, but still, they're pretty fucked up from the car crash.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Billy like goes to get Christy and holds her at gunpoint. What? I didn't kill anybody. I love you. Ooh.
Yeah, you've known me for 3 days, and you still have the residue from the V8 on your chest.
And I'm pointing a gun at you. Whatever. But she knocks him down. She's like, fuck you, buddy. And she like pulls the sword out and she goes to like slash him in the face because she knows that he's one of the dirty cops that shot. Well, he's not even a dirty cop. He's just a cop that shot the ninja.
But she stops.
She stops because she loves him.
Now, is this magic? The magic of love?
Oh boy.
Because the magic of love just defeated the magic of magic, or the ninja magic of magic. And she's
her
able to
love-
use the power of love to stop the ninja magic of magic.
It has to be because only magic can defeat magic.
I think it's the magic of love.
I think it is too.
Jackie?
I agree, dude. Magic of love.
I think we're gonna have to count that as magic.
Excuse me.
But she gets away and drives off. And he chases her, but he loses her, and she drives to the temple anyways. Like, oh, well, I was just gonna go there, so don't even worry about capturing me. Whatever. And
This has to end somehow.
yeah, I guess. And the kung fu guys are inside working out and stuff. And Shokasugi's like, "Well, just go stand over there, I guess, because we're gonna have a ninja fight."
Are these kung fu guys?
Well, they're not ninjas.
They're not. They look like kung fu guys.
They're kung fu guys.
They look like kung fu monks.
like Shaolin monks.
Yeah, I thought monks.
They're
They're
kung
very
fu guys.
Krishnas.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, strange.
Nothing Japanese about them.
Mm-mm. And go stand over there. I'm gonna fight this ninja. So he does. He fights Christy for a little bit, but the bad ninja leaves her body
Poorly.
Poorly. Oh boy.
Yeah, this
thing.
is Laser Ghost.
Laser Ghost. Are we counting this as magic?
Yes.
Okay. Is it cinematography magic?
No.
No. Well, you
It's
know,
not
for
movie
this-
magic.
For this movie, yeah,
Oh
magic.
man, this animation looks
It looks just, you know what?
so stupid.
The movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze is just a bunch of that same exact animation.
Yeah, all right.
It looks exactly the same.
Oof.
Not good.
So he takes possession of his own body because he doesn't just go into his own body and then, hey, thanks for moving me back into my body. I'm glad you brought me here. It's very kind. His body is dead.
He's a little stiff.
He's stiff. Okay, so he doesn't take possession of this dead corpse. He just goes back into his body and
He
he
didn't
needs to
have
warm it back up. I
Time
guess.
to warm it up, so he's kind of rigid when he's fighting.
Okay, are we considering that magic?
That his
Fuck
body's
yeah.
stiff, or that he's
He's a dead dude.
Oh.
it's magic.
Okay, all right, that's magic.
Yeah, dude, total magic.
And they fight, and then he magics the kung fu guys into fighting for him, which looks so stupid. He shoots a fireball
He makes
at
a
him.
magic fireball and
That-
shoots it at him.
Is possession fireball?
It's like control.
Billy shows up and runs in. He checks on Christy. I love you too, babe. Oh, we're so good together.
Puts her whole head in his mouth.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's a fucking grenade fight outside.
Lots of grenades.
Then it turns into a sword fight, and they fight all over these rocks, and both of their swords get tossed to the ground, and Christy picks one up, and she runs yelling and screaming at the bad ninja like, ah, and stabs him. Like he's just fought off Shokasugi, who is actually good at martial arts, for 30 minutes now, and she just runs up and stabs him in the fucking tummy. Okay?
It's the power of love again.
Yeah, I guess. Well, the evil ninja, I guess, needs to drill himself into the ground like Superman, kind of,
He does the old corkscrew.
into the ground.
Yep, because he's going to cause an earthquake. Doesn't it make sense? That's how you do that.
So that's 2 instances of magic, because A, he drills himself into the ground, and then 2, I guess he just grabs onto tectonic
There-
plates and shakes them.
Has to be magic because he goes completely rigid and spins,
Mm-hmm.
which is at the very least some sort of flight power. So he just spins, he drills himself into the ground,
Uh-huh.
and then they all look at each other like, well, that's fucking weird. And then there's an earthquake because he's just shaking.
He's just down there vibrating.
Yeah.
That's 2 instances of magic. Shokasugi falls, and I guess he just pops right back out and grabs him, and they get in a little tussle again, but then Shokasugi stabs him in the brain with a big sword, or big knife.
Big knife.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. The evil ninja dies. It's over. And Sho walks off into the sunset, and they smooch.
The whole time that they're fighting,
Uh-huh.
Billy and what is her name in the movie?
Christine.
Christine. Billy and Christine are just like half cuddling, like they're watching a sunset.
They're having a good time
It's like-
viewing this whole thing.
They're just standing there like, oh, it's the Grand Canyon.
I'm so glad we came here.
They're not watching a ninja fight an undead ninja for their ability to keep living
If
human
only-
lives. Because if zombie ninja wins, he's going to kill them. And they're just standing there like, oh, look.
If only I brought my camera, I could have scrapbooked this.
Look how tall that cactus is. No, they're ninjas fighting, and one of them is not even alive.
All right. What's up with the evil ninja?
It's like, why does he kill everybody? I don't know. He's just a dick.
He is a dick.
He's the biggest dick.
And he's been a dick for apparently since feudal days in Japan. Because the flashback to Shokasugi's family, they're all dressed in like old-timey Asian clothes. Like they have been alive for a long ass time.
Magic.
That is magic.
That's magic.
Count it.
Damn it.
Dick magic.
Yeah, I'm with Sam. I think this guy's just fucking bitter and he's a dick.
He's just the biggest dick ever in any movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's Carol.
Ugh. I wonder if the evil ninja's first name is actually Carol. Carol the evil ninja.
Is there a tomato product that is sexy?
No.
Tomato paste, tomato sauce,
Ketchup.
ketchup. Good call.
Sliced tomatoes?
They're hilarious. There's plenty of jokes you can do with tomato products, but
Sexy time tomatoes?
sexy.
No.
I don't think you can have. There's a negative connotation with anything red and sex.
I wonder why that is.
I can't think of one reason. I can think of 5 reasons.
Let's lighten that blow.
Yeah.
Just the idea that the tomato, anything that's that comedic,
Mm-hmm.
is just not sexy. It's like he, after she dumps the tomato juice on her, it's like he pulls out a rubber chicken and starts rubbing it on her lips. I mean, that's about the same fucking thing.
Indeed. Are bananas sexy? Because bananas are hilarious.
Bananas are hilarious, and they have been apparently used in many sex acts, but that actually doubles the funny rather than makes it sexy. Like, is that sexy? Yep.
Are there more evil ninjas? Because I'm pretty sure in the flashback there's like 10 other evil ninjas standing around.
Is this just every Thursday in Palm Springs? Ninjas on the golf course again. Why did we build this thing underneath the ninja cave of cornucopia weapons? That's why the police officers are so incapable. It's like when you go through that many police officers, you just hire anybody.
Okay, Sam.
I'm actually out of questions. We used most of my questions during the podcast.
Yeah,
So-
me too.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think I'm clear on the possession. I think I'm good there. So let's do the magic tally. Let me count these up real quick. Listeners at home.
I guess I could ask, there's a possession. Is there a domination?
No.
I don't think there is.
I don't think there is either.
28 instances of the use of magic.
Ha!
That is a lot. We are going to now, from moving forward, we're going to have to pay attention to any movie that's got wizards or leprechauns or mythical beasts.
It seems like Harry Potter's not going to use that much magic.
That seems like a ludicrous amounts of magic instances.
Yes, it is.
This is a magical film. Like, I don't think the Neverending Story has as much magic.
It's by the numbers. Magic it's every 3 minutes you have 1 minute of magic.
Pretty much.
1/3 of the movie is magic.
Indeed. That's crazy.
Incredible.
Yeah. It's a ninja movie. Huh. Okay. Jackie.
Is this the best canon film yet?
Man. No. I really fucking love Delta Force. I know I keep saying this, but I just can't get away how much I like Delta Force. That's the one for me.
There's a number I like better than this, but there are no more. I have not seen a canon movie as entertaining for nothing else but how ridiculous it is.
Indeed.
This is the most ridiculous
Well-
wire-to-wire film that I've seen that they did.
You would even say that over American Ninja?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Because none of the parts of American Ninja sort of make sense.
Yeah. All right.
This is wire-to-wire. What the fuck is going on? Even the end is just like, oh, it's over. Let's walk. And then it's them walking with the credits. Like, oh, are they going to make it?
Is it? I guess it's done then. Jackie?
I'm still all about the apple.
Oh, yeah. Ugh. Buff.
Eat the apple. Poison apple.
Gross. All right. Well, didn't make number one in the canon film, but maybe any listeners out there want to toss out their opinions on that, feel free to as well. Recommendations, though. I, of course, think highly of this film. I think it's absolutely stupid and ridiculous. And anytime you can have that much stupid and still have awesome ninja shit, like, yeah, total, dude. Absolutely.
This is unbelievable because it understands nothing about life, the earth, or ninjas or magic. And it's got nothing but all of them.
Yep. Jackie?
Do.
That's it, huh?
Well, they had some cool things.
Okay.
Like
Then
the
talk
dart
about
gun that shot up a police gun and, poltergeist spinny thing at the old Chinaman's cave. That was pretty cool. And, I thought back hair guy was okay.
Oh, brother.
And
Jordan Bennett, you stay away from my house, you son of a bitch.
you hairy bastard. I wonder if he got older, if like all of his back hair fell out.
He's got a
I
website.
don't think
He sings and dances on it and wears long sleeve shirts because he knows.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, there you go. That's 3 dues from us. Sam, it is your pick next week. What shall it be?
We are officially now going with Unmasking the Idol.
Which is the one with the
first
monkey.
of the Duncan Jacks.
So we're not going to back-to-back ninjas.
No, that's the ninja one.
Oh, boy. All right, back-to-back ninjas.
Yeah, that means I got to pick a ninja movie.
You could do.
You could pick a ninja movie.
Yeah,
I'm going to. I'm going to pick one based solely off the cover.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I don't think you are.
Oh,
I mean, with the
think I
ninja
am.
movie, you can only go so wrong,
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
She'll find something.
There's this one with a pig on
Ninja
it.
the musical.
Lust of the Ninja.
Vampire Ninja, the
Actually,
musical.
If you choose Shinobi, the actual one called Shinobi, it's Romeo and Juliet.
Ugh.
All right.
All right, come back to us next week when we do Unmasking the Idol, and in the meantime, get to the chopper. Visit us at www.stinkermadness.com. Follow Stinker Madness on Twitter at Stinker Madness. Please rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher. Thank you for listening, and get to the chopper.
Hello. It's Ninja.
It's Ninja again.
Would you like to open up the closet and let me in to go over who to kill with this samurai sword?
He doesn't have a samurai sword. He's a
Just
fucking ninja.
pick up the flying sword. Oh,
Pick up the flying sword. Tell me.
All right,
Okay. I think you should just use that for the opener. Me and Sam nailed it. How do you use a clam to wipe your butt?
you're talking about the 3 seashells?
Yeah. Since we're waiting on Justin, I always kind of wondered that. Like,
I
how
think
do you,
that's
how do you wipe
just
your
a red herring. The three. No one knows about the 3 seashells.